Abandele, Elela Limini, Rumekbe, to be alert and alive to their environment.
Dr. Lloyd also said that the council has adopted measures to mitigate the effect of the flash floods on its people.
We pray it never comes, but if it does come, we are ready. But the local government, every machinery is in place to ensure we are not caught unawares. So we are ready. We have a massive infrastructure at the council headquarters. We also have identified IDP camps in Rubebe, in Elela Limini, in Abandel, because we do not want to rest on our oars.
Away from that, a POS operator, Angel Olo, who was shot by gunmen around GRA axis of Port Harcourt, is calling for financial support for his medical treatment. Mr. Olo tells correspondent Mekotoka that he owns a POS service center behind Mopo 19 in Rumukalabo and was attacked on his way back from the bank on Monday. He said the gunmen also collected 450,000 naira from him. He said his family cannot afford his medical treatment and is urging good-spirited individuals to come to his aid.
On Monday, I went to bank to withdraw for the POS business. On my way back, I was attacked by some boys. They collected the money, all the money I was having, and they shot me on my chest. And right now, I'm at the hospital. It's where I'm receiving the treatment. I'm calling for assistance, for government assistance and individual. My brother has spent a lot, so I'm calling on individuals. Right now, our bill is running over 200,000 naira. So I'm calling on individuals to assist my brother.
Also speaking, his brother Emmanuel Huam said the incident has been reported to the Elekahia police station. He, however, called for justice over the incident.
At the Elekahia police station, we are demanding for justice. The people they should brought to book.
Our correspondent reports that Angel Olo is currently at the hospital and is responding to treatment. Staying with crime stories, police say they are investigating a 42-year-old man identified as Kolawole accused of sexually abusing a 13-year-old girl on Ejiku Street in Eka River State. The man was arrested by the Human Rights Desk of the State Police Command following a complaint by concerned neighbors. It was gathered that the teenage girl, who is a maid to the suspect, ran to neighbors for help after she was defiled. The Archdeacon Crowther Memorial Girls' School Elelenwo has started a 5-day event to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the school. Speaking during a media conference to mark the official start of events yesterday, the national president, Archdeacon Crowther Memorial Girls' School Elelenwo Old Girls Association, Oyanye Kunle Olowu, emphasized the school's commitment to contributing meaningfully to the education of girls. Professor Kunle Olowu said educating the girl child ensures the growth of a country.
Once a woman is educated, she will definitely know that her child will get the best of education, her child will get the best of health because she's going to take the child for immunization. In terms of even family planning, and she obviously contributes even economically to it. And ACMGS over 80 years had continued to make sure that this aspect is taken care of. And we can tell you that they have produced women in all areas who are having laudable positions and are contributing in all endeavors.
Some present students of the school also spoke.
ACMGS stands to celebrate the ACA. That means the school has more content than other schools. Indeed, ACMGS has done a great job on the life of the girl child in the society. We are happy to also sit here with our old girls. We promise to learn from you, and we promise to come back here when we leave here to give back to this school what the school has given to us.
We know that sporting activities not only help a girl child to be physically fit, but helps us to be mentally alert and go about our daily activities. The girls in our school come out with their different jurisdictions to play shot put, discuss, showing that not only can the men do it, but the girls can do it better.
This school has helped us to express ourselves and help us have a high self-esteem and have confidence.
On this part, the local committee chairman of the event, Joyce Ndibara, said the school has produced reputable women of society.
We have chosen to discuss the impact of the girl child or to tighten your seatbelts. As our keynote speaker takes us on this flight, it promises to be interesting. Also today, 8 ambassadors of the girl child shall be honored. These ambassadors represent 8 decades of our alma mater, and they were carefully selected because of their positive roles in the development of the girl child and women in our society.
Correspondent Martha Okere Nkem reports that a public lecture was held yesterday to mark the 80th anniversary of the Archdeacon Crowther Memorial Girls' School. Elelonwa guest lecturer Nesochi Ofo, during her lecture, called for scholarship trust to be set up for girls from lower income homes and girls who have dropped out of school. Our correspondent reports that the highlight of the event will include a novelty football match, exhibition show, medical outreach, among others. A Thanksgiving service will also be held on Sunday. Still to come, PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar asks Supreme Court to overrule President Tinubu on fresh evidence. Stay with us.
The People's Democratic Party
President of Ogoni Liberation Initiative, Douglas Fabeke, has issued an ultimatum to Monday Birane, identified as a ward councillor in Kana, to tender a public apology for defaming his character. Mr. Birane had, in a radio announcement, called on security agencies to hold Dr. Fabeke accountable if there is any breakdown of law in Luwa community, Kana, following his stance on the recent youth election organized by Kana Council boss Thomas Barriere. But Dr. Fabeke, who is also a stakeholder in Luwa community, described the announcement as baseless, saying he wants to ensure peace and development in Luwa, other Ogoni communities, and Nigeria at large. He called on Mr. Birane to immediately retract his statement and render a public apology or face legal action.
The rather unknown Monday Birane is only attempting to mislead the public and incite the security agencies against me, which he will not succeed. I therefore call on Monday Birane to immediately retract his provoked baseless public announcement and render public apology to me or face well-coordinated legal actions. I urge Monday Birane and his sponsors to desist forthwith from any further attempt to refer me in this provocative fashion.
Mr. Fabeke said the people of Luwa community will not allow any gathering of illegally constituted youth group in the area. He recalled how the formation of a similar youth group without the permission of the Luwa traditional ruler and leaders generated a crisis which led to the kidnapping and killing of his father, King Robert Lolo, in 2019. He called on Kana Council boss Thomas Barriere and other politicians not to politicize activities in the lower communities.
Monday Birane and his political master are desirous of politicizing the youth and other governance structures in the community for their selfish political interests. I also call on the Commissioner of Police to advise the Kana Local Government Council Chairman not to interfere in Luwa community affairs without the knowledge of the stakeholders. Whoever that is coming to Luwa for illegal gathering without the knowledge of the leadership of the community will be resisted. I will mobilize 5,000 community leaders, youth and women to protest against the evil plan in Luwa so that the incident that led to the kidnap and murder of the paramount rulers will not repeat itself.
Some internet subscribers in Port Harcourt say they don't get their money's worth as their data finishes before the expected time. Those who spoke to correspondent Constance Mega say they are unhappy that they spend more money subscribing to data plan these days.
3 gig and they say it's monthly, but trust me, it doesn't last for a month. I only browse. I don't even go on YouTube. I don't even watch movies. Boom, the data is finished. And you know when there is no data in the phone is like it's useless.
The data no dey last too.
I usually do 1.5 every week, 5 gig. And then it doesn't last as it usually does. Normally, if I do it on a Sunday, I can manage it till Sunday or maybe Saturday. But this one I'm doing now, I think between 4 or 5 days, sometimes 3 days, it's just over. And that's like 6,000 every month. I do everything: WhatsApp, calls, Facebook, Instagram.
The monthly finishes within weeks. Even when I've tried to consciously watch what I do, it doesn't last.
Another internet subscriber believes his judicious use of the internet helps him conserve his data. For details on this, catch the business news at 7. In other news, the PDP presidential candidate in the February 25th presidential poll, Atiku Abubakar, has again asked the Supreme Court to ignore technicalities and grant his application for leave to tender fresh and additional evidence to support his claim that President Bola Tinubu submitted forged document to INEC.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Egypt's president has agreed to open up a crossing to allow up to 20 trucks of aid into Gaza. U.S. President Joe Biden told reporters that the aid shipment could start arriving from Friday. And that's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's take a look at the major stories. On the news this morning, you heard report shows Rivers State is yet to implement the contributory pension scheme. Flooding has hit some farmlands in Emoha, Rivers State. Police say they are investigating the sexual abuse of another teenage girl in Rivers State. Data subscribers in Port Harcourt are demanding their money's worth. PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar is asking the Supreme Court to overrule President Tinubu on fresh evidence. On the foreign scene, Egypt and US have agreed to allow aid into Gaza. The news was edited by Choma Ezenwafo. You can see pictures and watch videos of news stories when you like us on Facebook and follow us on X at Nigeria Info PH. On Instagram, it's Nigeria Info FM_PH. For any eyewitness report and breaking news, text and send your WhatsApp pictures and videos to our news desk line on 0808-721-7215. Peace is the path to the prosperity of the nation. Let peace reign. I am King Ife Moyali. Many thanks for listening.